After watching this, I don't know if I want to know how Froyo is made. So, I saw the new remake of Ice Cream Man. The new, I guess, very much hated, which, look, I made a short, or, no, it's not a short, it's like a 5-minute rant of me how much I hate the discourse that's surrounding this remake, and I made a 5-minute video of me ranting about it. It's on my YouTube page, it's on my Instagram page, it's on my TikTok page, which I am now opening TikTok back up again. I took a little bit of a... So I deleted my TikTok page, brought it back up, but I didn't post anything for a while, mainly because I wasn't quite sure if they were going to do anything to take it down again. I haven't heard anything, so I'm posting on TikTok again because, yeah, my thing is on all those platforms. So follow me on TikTok again, please. Please. But yeah. So... Oh, I guess another thing I should add. I know in my Odyssey video, I said I was going to do Spider-Man first and then this. I will review Spider-Man. I will go see it. It's just when I went to see it, when I was planning to go see it yesterday, a friend of mine who I was going to go see it with, they fell ill right before we were about to go see it. So we're going to have to work a different time with their schedule to go see it. Long story short, wasn't able to see Spider-Man on Monday. So, therefore, no review for Spider-Man. But I will go see it still. I just need to figure out a time. Anyways. Back to Ice Cream Man. I heard a lot of the discourse about it. Again, I made a video. I don't like that how much people are hating this. A lot of those people, I'm just assuming they've never seen the original movie at all. So, I don't know if they really get the idea that Ice Cream Man is supposed to be dumb. It's supposed to be campy. It's supposed to be stupid. And yet, they're acting like, we want the psychological thriller of the dangers of eating... Man, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. No. My God. So, I heard some of the discourse. And I heard that there's so many people that are complaining. I heard so much about the complainers and how much this movie is terrible. Oh, how much this movie's horrible. So, I saw it yesterday. I'm not saying the complainers were completely right. I still don't think they've seen the original. But they weren't wrong on some aspects. I can definitely see why people would go into this absolutely hating it. Especially with some scenes. I'm going to talk a little bit about it too. I'm going to talk a little bit about it down the line. But man, this was, yeah, it was dumb. It was schlocky. But I loved it. It was, I kinda was entertained by this. I really was. Now, for those of you, what I will say this though. For fans of the original Ice Cream Man movie from 1995, if you're excited and if you're happy that there's a remake and there's a reboot and Ice Cream Man back again, we're getting we're getting that style, we're getting that plot again, whatnot. Fair warning, it is a lot different compared to the original movie from from 95. There's a lot of differences. First off, and I should have made this quite specific in my 5-minute video, and I didn't, so that you can definitely have my head for this. In the original movie, this whole carnage and this whole chaos is caused by the Ice Cream Man. So, therefore, in the original movie, the Ice Cream Man is a very prominent character. Like, he is the center of the center of the attention. He is the main ordeal. Like, we get to see him. Like, for those of you who don't know the original movie, he was a recently freed person from an insane asylum. And in the insane asylum, they toyed with his brain and toyed with his mind that once they get out, there's no bad days and there's only happy days and whatnot. So just sort of just manipulating him and toying with him and his brain. So therefore, when he gets out of the insane asylum, he's just so fixated on trying to have a happy day that when he slips, it just slips, such as putting animal organs or human organs in his ice cream, or just bugs and feeding it to people, or just there's a moment where he kills a few police officers, cuts off their heads, and puts them on ventriloquist sticks, and uses the decapitated police officer heads as ventriloquist puppets. Like, the original movie was dumb, but he was the center of attention. And there's even one moment where he cuts off a police officer's head and puts it on an ice cream cone. And says, "I have a treat!" Like, the original movie was supposed to be stupid, and they had a whole bunch of fun with it. And it's, like, Ice Cream Man is just one of those movies. It fits in that category of, it's in my favorite horror genre. We know this is stupid, but we're just trying to have a fun time. It's also part of why I love Chucky. It's part of why I love It. It's part of why I love Leprechaun. I mean, Demonic Toys is even in the same vein, which is another movie I really hope we get a remake of at some point. I know Puppet Master's getting, at least getting a remake. I know Blumhouse is trying to make a Puppet Master remake at some point, which, please, by all means, we need more of those movies. Okay, some of them might disagree. I know there's like 15 of them. Anyways, but, so, like, to me, I just always kind of loved Ice Cream Man. This movie, this version, they kind of have a different twist on it. They kind of have a different spin on it. Whereas the Ice Cream Man in the original movie, he is sort of the, like, main attention throughout it. This movie, he kind of steps down a bit. Like, and when I mean he steps down a bit, I don't even think he has a single line in this. Like, he just doesn't do much in this movie. And I don't want to give away too much, but when you get to his... I don't want to give away too much, but when you get to his backstory in this version, which is heavily different from the original film, which might upset a lot of fans of the original movie, which now I kind of get why people are hating on this. But when you get into his backstory in this version, again, it's me being nitpicky. I'm like, we've seen this backstory a lot in recent day horror movies. Are we seriously trying to do this again? Like, I'm just gonna say it, I don't think his backstory in this version works. It just does not. At least for me, it's very, like, we've seen this a whole lot in other horror movies that are trying to be dark and gritty, and it's just like, that does not work for the Ice Cream Man. But because Ice Cream Man is supposed to be dumb, and for a dumb, schlocky horror movie, his origin story in this version is a lot more darker and it's a lot more grounded than I think you would have expected for an Ice Cream Man movie. But whatever. So because of that, it kind of makes it's kind of sad because he has stepped down a lot in this version. Like, he doesn't even have a single line in this, which is very surprising because you'd think for an Ice Cream Man movie, you would have a lot more Ice Cream Man in your Ice Cream Man movie. Not in this version, which is like, okay. And so what they decide to do with this version instead is, instead of the Ice Cream Man doing the carnage, it's the ice cream is actually possessing the children in the neighborhood. So when the children eat the ice cream, they just get possessed into like these mindless zombies of whatnot, and they start unleashing carnage and chaos. Like, they start killing their parents in very horrific ways. Oh yeah, this movie is definitely unrated. It's a gore show, and I love it. I loved the gore in this movie. Some of the gore. We'll get into the AI stuff, because I have a bone to pick with that. I have a bone to pick with some of the AI stuff. If you think I'm forgetting that, I'm gonna get to that, because I do have a bone to pick with this. Why is my camera so... Maybe it will look better when it's posted, but it looks so white. It looks so pale. My walls look... It looks like my face is mixing in with the wall. Anyways, it'll probably look better in the video. Sidetracked. I have a bone to pick with the AI stuff, so don't worry. I'm not forgetting that. So when they do practical effects in this movie, it looks amazing. Like, there's times in this movie, and it's a gore show. It's definitely a gore show. Like, if you're going to go see this movie, don't eat ice cream before this, because there's a lot of, like, ice cream vomit in this, too. Like, and it looks so... But yeah, and there's, there's so many moments. And some of the times, the practical effects, it can turn into a live-action Looney Tunes horror movie at some point. Because there's moments, too, where the kids, because this is also just when you know that the filmmakers and the practical effects people, this is when you know they're just trying to have fun with this dumb movie. And it's at the moments, too, when the kids kill some of the teachers in this movie, they'll sometimes take out the intestines of a teacher and use the intestines as a fucking jump rope. There's times where there's one moment where this girl who's possessed, she's just like, I'm bored. Let me do snow angels in this pile of blood over here. And then there's even, it is a straight up horror movie. It's a straight up horror Looney Tunes movie. They just have so much cleverness with some of the kills, and it's definitely, there's even a moment where this girl, she cuts off her mom's, while the girl is possessed, she cuts off her mom's head with tool, which I cannot think of the name of right now. You'll probably put it in the comments down below. And then she just puts a whole entire fishbowl on her head. And you could see the water. You could see, the fish just swimming by, the mom's nose and whatnot. It's like, ugh. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and some of the parents in this movie are just completely fucking useless, because there's moments where some of the children, while they are possessed, they'll just, they'll go on, do their rampage, they'll do their chaos, and some of the parents will be like, Couldn't I told you better? What are you really doing? So I'm like, okay, you kinda deserve to get killed just for that stupidness. Just being like, what are you kids doing? Like, are you not noticing the chaos and the rampage in this? But again, it's just adding on to the clever stupidness. And it's just, I love it. And like, oh my gosh. And there's just so many, like, it was, it just got so silly and so absurd. But I was just sitting there like, I love it every bit of this. But yeah, I should probably talk about some AI stuff, should I? Yeah, stuff about to pick. So, a lot of people had, of course, made a big, hissy fit about this movie, which is understandable and totally agreeable, that people thought that there was AI in this movie. And it got so big and it caused such a big uproar that Eli Roth, who is the director of this movie, he's even the screenwriter of this version. Hell, he even plays a character in this. He plays one of the suburban dads in this, and I kind of thought he was one of my favorite characters in this film. I thought he was so funny. Him and his character's wife were just two of my favorite characters. Anyways, Eli Roth even admitted that he used some AI in this movie, and he even admitted that he used AI for 3 different sequences in the movie. And boy, oh howdy, can you tell what is AI? Luckily, those 3 sequences, like those 3 AI shots, were all in one scene in this movie. So, like, that's just one scene in, like, what? This movie was, like, what? An hour and 26, hour and 30-something minutes? Honestly, I think it was shorter than an hour 30 minutes. But, like, I mean, I hate the fact that he used AI to begin with. That's just, no. But I was a little forgiving because it was all in just one scene. It wasn't like he used AI for the entire 90-minute running time. It's one of those things where I hate it, but and like, you could tell what is AI in that scene too. Like, there's one sequence too, again, like I said, this movie is a complete gore show. There's one sequence where like, somebody is climbing up a ladder, the kids punch the ladder, so he falls down. And then when he falls down, the kids grab, like, these bats and, like, these pickaxes, and they start smashing his face. To the point where his face, like, is shaped like a bowl. And it looks like a bowl of, like, bloody soup. If that makes any sense. So, like, they smash his head so much, his head sort of becomes flattened, and it also forms like a bowl. And so, like, and as they keep smashing his face, there's like these bloody soup in like in the hole of his face. And you could tell that the blood in like inside the head bowl thing, you could tell that blood was AI. Like, there's a moment where I was like, I think I saw a bit of it glitch. And there's even another sequence where a kid falls off a school building. And it looks AI. Again, the kid is possessed. And, like, that also kind of looked AI. There's even another... And then the third sequence where I'm like, okay, that is so painfully obviously AI, which is when these kids tie a rope onto a police officer's foot and attach it to, like, a car. I think it was his police car. And so when I think the kid started driving the police car, it sort of dragged the police officer. And I'm pretty sure I noticed it. It looked like the police officer was sort of like glitching as he was like being dragged. Like it was like, oh my god. It was like, I can't believe I just paid like $7 because I saw it on Tuesday night, so I saw it on deal night. At Marcus, where I was like, I can't believe I just paid like $7-8 just to see AI. These 3 shots of AI in the big screen. I mean, I was a little. I will say, I mean, I hate the fact that he used it, but I forgave it a little bit, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Because those 3 shots were just in that one scene. So, like, it's not like it ruined it for me for the entire movie. Like, I was sitting in that movie for 86 minutes, and that scene may have been, like, what, 5, maybe 6 minutes? So, like, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna forgive it a tiny bit, but I still hate the fact that you did it. So there's that. But yeah, no. Yeah. I also know Eli Roth has a lot of controversy about him, against him. I have no idea what. Besides this whole movie, I don't know what his controversy is. I don't know what his controversy is. I don't know why so many people hate him. But, after this movie, it's like, maybe I can sort of see why people are hating this. But yeah, no, I will say, but going back on the good stuff, because there was some stuff I did like about this movie. Going back on the good stuff, I kind of loved how this movie ended. My mouth was so, open. How this movie ended was surprising. And it's funny, because I kind of was thinking that there was going to be more in the movie. So this movie ends on a note. I'm trying my best to dance around things. This movie ends on a note where it does sort of end full circle, but it also ends on a note where I'm like, I kind of would like more information, please. But I also get why they ended it at that note. If that makes any sense. Like, it's a very surprising note to end on. And I kind of like it for how ballsy they chose to end it on. But at the same time, how they ended it also is like, I wouldn't be mad if you continued the movie. I would very much like to know what happens next after this whole fiasco, this whole bombshell. yeah, again, not trying to give anything away, but yeah, it was very. It was a very surprising note to end on. But yeah, so overall, honestly, the best way to describe this movie is there is elements in of the original movie of like nostalgia that you can definitely get that's in this movie. And there's like if you watch this movie, there's gonna be definitely parts in it where I'm like, oh, that kind of remind me of this in the original, or this kind of remind me of that in the original. But it is trying to be its own different thing, which I kind of like. So like it mixes elements of that. It is sort of shot like the original movie in a sense where it kind of feels like an extended Goosebumps episode, and I kind of love it. And also, this whole movie is the last 15 minutes of Weapons. If you had the last 15 minutes of Weapons where, spoiler alert for those of you who've not seen Weapons, if you had the last 15 minutes of Weapons where the kids all rush in and try to kill Aunt Gladys, that whole climax, that mixed with elements of the original Ice Cream Man, mixed in with like an episode of Goosebumps, if you add all those into a blender, that's kind of what you get with this movie, and I kind of love it. But yeah, and yeah, I can definitely see why a lot of people are hating it now. I mean, I still think some of those people have not seen the original film, because I don't know why you would want a psychological thriller when you know it's about a fucking killer ice cream man, but whatever. So like I can definitely see, and especially hardcore fans of the original movie, I could definitely see why you wouldn't like some of the new directions that they take with this version. But like I was easily forgiving of like some of the new directions, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this, and if it was like its own thing, I think this works. But yeah, no, I can definitely see why a lot of, especially fans of the original film, would hate this. But I had a blast with this. I mean, there's a lot of issues, definitely, to be have. The AI thing especially. But there is still a lot of fun I had with this film, and I did legit have fun with it. But yeah, would I watch the original? What now? If you had to have me pick, which version would I watch? Which version would I want to watch the most? The original 1995 version or the new 2026 version? I would pick the 95 one, mainly because I think that one works way more. I think we actually get more insight. Again, we get more insight on the Ice Cream Man, where compared to this, he has like no line of dialogue, which, again, you think for an Ice Cream Man movie, you would get more, I don't know, Ice Cream Man. But like, it's whatever. I had fun with it despite my issues. But yeah, I could definitely see though how many people would hate this, and I could definitely understand why. But yeah, I don't know if I think that's all I have about this movie. But yeah, no, I think I'd still watch the original one more. I think that one just works thematically better. But this one's also just another fun gore for gore's sake film. Like, there's definitely a lot of gore and practical effects, and it is just it's just perfect. It's perfect. I love this movie, despite my issues. Eli Roth, I'm watching you. Don't fuck up. Don't use Don't use AI in your other films. Please. I'm watching you. Watching you, Eli Roth. I'm watching you, Eli Roth. Don't fuck up. See, even my water bottle agrees. But yeah. Yeah, I don't really have much. Have you seen the new 2026 remake of Ice Cream Man? If so, did you like it? Did you like it? Were you met on it? Or did it piss you off for some reason? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.